Mm-hmm. Do 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 do. Get. Top of the morning, afternoon, night, depending on where you at. It's the Pope, man. Listen, it's the first time I went live on YouTube, so we're gonna check this out. I'm just check it out real quick, see what it's like, see what it's about. I'm in my swivel. You see, I move things around a little bit. Uh, Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Welcome to the Just Being Frank show. Again, first time doing it off of YouTube live. So this is going to be a little different experience, maybe a little different feel, but it's still the same frankness. Oh, it's still the same frankness. So make sure we hit the like button, do all that good stuff. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Get your coffee, get your donuts, get your danishes. We're about to dig deep into these two topics here. Caitlin Clark's greatness, LeBum Lame's lameness, the shit he pulled over at All-Star Weekend. Oh, yeah, I ain't forgot. Constant Smith, good morning to you. Good morning to you, people. Beware, I'm not cussing. I'm not cussing today. Yeah, no cuss words. So if you're listening with your children, you at work, something like that, it's all good. Or you don't like cussing, today you okay. I'm gonna leave the foul language out. Pope top of the top, Reds Dogs TV. Look at my guys in the building. Yeah, West Coast for life. You know, it's funny too. I just wrote a rap, said top of the top of it. Oh, that's funny you said that. I just last night started writing the rap. I say top of the top of it. Early on the block hustling. Got a watch for the cops parked in front of the blockbusters. Gang banging. Don't worry about it. That's what it started out, top of the top. So top of the top, my guy. I don't know if that's a West Coast thing. I was thinking that last night when I put it in there. I said, what? I think that's a West Coast thing. A lot of people ain't gonna know top of the top what that mean, but that's all good. I'm waiting for more to come in. I'm kind of stalling a little bit. 16 in, 7 likes. Let's get the likes up. Okay, so I can see the likes from here. I do like that part. And is my mic all right? Everybody, is the mic all right? Do I need to go to settings? My mic smooth? My up too loud? Hey, Pope, is your crown clean? Heavy. Tina, hey, KB Kev in the building. Pope, what up? Yeah, there's some names I ain't seen in a while, so this is good. I'm glad I am. I ain't Tina Hay. I ain't seen my guy Red's dog in a minute. But we gonna dive into LeBum's lameness, okay, over the All-Star weekend. You got this 42-year-old in the league, 22nd, 28th season. Been an all-star, I believe, every year except maybe his rookie year. He might have made his rookie year, but I believe every year he's made the all-star team, right? And now he in this 40th season. Okay, I was stopping. He in his 22nd season. And so basically you're a real vet about this. You know how protocol works, the time frame of you letting them be aware that you're going to play or you're not going to play. So they can add somebody else in and give them the opportunity to be a part of an all-star game weekend, so on and so forth, right? So you wait until an hour to say, no, I ain't going to give it a go. I ain't going to give it a go. My ankle, I feel discomfort. Now, they had a game, what was that, yesterday or the day before yesterday? Today is Friday. I believe they had a game Wednesday. I think the Lakers played the Hornets Wednesday, and he looked A-OK, just fine. Just fine. I'm going to actually do a short how he flopped at the end of the game versus Charlotte Hornets on Wednesday night. How he flopped and act like he was so hurt. His head, Mark Williams barely grazed the top of his bald spot. Barely grazed the top of his bald spot, and he went down on the floor and was holding himself and grimacing. And then they showed the replay, and even the commentators had to laugh at him because they're like, what? Bro, he barely even touched you. You sitting here all on the ground. And you go to the sidelines. They showed that shit on replay. The referees came back like, man, that's a common foul, man. that's a common foul, man. What is he talking about? Right? Chump shit, man. All the time with LBJQT community, man. It's always chump shit with him. And then I said I wasn't cussing today. Good morning. Good morning. Shout out. Oh, Ken Swift. Is that my boy Ken? Is that Ken who made the video? Ken. That's you who made the first Just Being Frank video. I mean, Caitlin Clark, CC22 video. Yes, sir. That's my guy. You be cooking him on that Twitter. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Ken Swift on Twitter. If you ain't following him, you slow. Because he everything, Caitlin Clark, WNBA, all that good stuff. He is the man that made CC22 video. That's off the chain. That's off the chain. I had got copyrights on it though, so I took it down. But man, I gotta figure out a way that we can do this properly. But CC22 Part 2 is coming up. And Ken, we need to let's link again. This time, let's chop it up and go over some things over the phone, whatever the case may be. Appreciate that. Let's go over some things over the phone. You feel me? And get CC Part 22. I mean CC22 Part 2 together on that video, because I'm gonna start writing that here very soon. Stinky Pinky in the building. Back to hear you calling out these dweebs. Yeah, I got to call these dweebs out, man. And thank you for the super chat, Ken Swift. Appreciate that. He said, what's good, Pope? Hold on. So that, no, can't do that. Okay, wait, no. Get rid of it. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing now. Hold on. Get up for that. Okay, smooth. All right, so back to LeBum Lames for the lameness, because this is an issue is bigger issue than what we understand. Him being the face of the NBA for all these years, man, and they even tried to crown him king even when Kobe was much better than him by far and was winning chips when he wasn't. While he was at his height and peak in the league over on Cleveland Cavaliers, and they was the #1 team out the Eastern Conference damn near every year, best record in the NBA. And they get to the playoffs and lose to the likes of the Orlando Magic and Dwight Howard or the Boston Celtics or you name it. He could never get over the hump and get to the finals. And they would blame it on his teammates ain't good enough and all this type of stuff. It would all be blamed on everybody else. But that makes no sense to me when you're the #1 team in the NBA for 82 games out of a season. That means y'all was so deep enough in talent to where you could withstand injuries and all that out of a long 82 game and continue to win. So as much as they tried to say this team wasn't like that, and that's why he couldn't get them over the hump, they the #1 team in the NBA. I mean, listen, I want to say about 3 years straight where they go into the playoffs with the #1 record with the home court advantage and would lose. When it came down to the come down, he'd be out. You can't count on him. And then they'll point fingers at everybody else. It was their fault. And that's the bogus shit behind LeBron James. And it's always a cop-out with him. When the going get tough, he get going on somewhere else. When the going get tough. So because they had they hiccups and kept losing in the Eastern Conference. Because they made it to the Eastern Conference dinner every time, but then they get smacked. And so instead of facing through adversity and stand grounded, you come from the state of Ohio. This is your hometown. Yeah, you're not from Cleveland, but you're from the state of Ohio. It's the only basketball team you have on a professional level. So for me, I don't know what's with this delay. It's a little delay. I don't like it, but okay. This is my first time on YouTube going live, so it's a little different and a little delay. But again, you on Cleveland, you from Ohio, Akron, Ohio. Akron, Ohio is only, I think, a couple hours. Where's my phone at? Oh shit! My phone. I'm in my swivel too today on y'all asses. I'm in my swivel on y'all asses today. I swivel around on you. Yeah, but let me see what my phone is. No, here you go. Here you go. I lost my train of thought too. See again, LeBron. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. How far is Cleveland, Ohio from Akron, Ohio?
The drive from Akron to Cleveland is 39.3 miles.
Are you kidding me? You 43 minutes away from Cleveland. Oh my God. You left Cleveland, bro. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. That's even worse. I thought you leave a couple hours. Couple hour difference. That's a difference for real, for real. That's it. That could be a difference because the difference between LA and what's 2 hours away? Victorville to night and day. Okay. Night and day. Difference between LA and Ontario, certain shit. It's night and day. It's a difference, right? But you 43 minutes away, bro. So of course, y'all, like, this is your home. You born and bred it here. They ain't never been nothing. You got opportunity in action. They definitely put enough around you to where in the beginning of your career, y'all making it to the Eastern Conference year after year. The Eastern Conference was the weakest conference. So again, why you didn't stay home? And because they was gonna give you whatever you wanted every time, whatever you wanted, whoever you wanted. But the problem was nobody wanted you and to go over there. Now, that's just that's LeBron James for you. So he move around. Oh, I'm gonna call Dwayne Wade. Where you want to go? You want to go to Chicago? Y'all want to come here with me? Y'all want to call Chris Bosh? What's up, man? Meet me over. Dwayne Wade, like, listen, Miami is where it's at, crazy. Y'all want to go to Chicago and Cleveland and no, MIAO. This is real lovely over here, especially when you're winning. So imagine us over here in Miami. All right, cool. I'm going to shake my hometown. Shake it. Let me out of here. We not winning. Everything is getting, whatever. And so he go over there and win 2 when he thought he was going to win 8. But again, that teaming up, running here, running there, running here, chasing rings instead of really making it happen, setting foundation and being a leader of a championship team. That's why so much more respect goes to Kobe Bryant. So much more respect goes to Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. So much more respect. They didn't chase rings. They created a championship team. They sat there and stayed solid with who they was with. Yeah, Kobe pressured the Lakers to get off their ass and make a move, get a piece for them to be successful. I didn't have no problems with that. I understood that. He threatened to get traded, demand a trade if y'all weren't going to do shit because y'all giving him Smush Parkers and Kwame Browns and shit like that and expect him to do something. And that's disrespectful to the Lakers fans and everything. Like, what y'all giving us? And we got the best player in the league and y'all surrounding him with this garbage. And they made moves. Jerry West said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all Pau Gasol because I don't want to, even though he wasn't working for the Lakers at the time, he was working for the Grizzlies. But he said, no, I'm not going to allow Kobe to leave the legacy of the Los Angeles Lakers and the things that he's already built there and got going. I'm going to give y'all Pau Gasol. Y'all just give me Marc Gasol, which Marc Gasol ended up being an all-star. It was a solid trade still. Jerry West did a favor for a favor. Honestly, a lot of people didn't see that coming from Marc Gasol for Pau Gasol. Y'all know that's who they traded. Marc Gasol was a Laker. He was a youngster. And they traded his brother to get his other brother, and plus some other things, of course. But you end up giving him a team. They won 2 more championships. That's what I'm saying. Simple as that. You gave him somebody who was respectable, serviceable, and then put a nice, smooth team around him. Not a bunch of superstars, not the top players in the league. No, Pau Gasol. You understand me? Andrew Bynum. You understand me? Jordan Farmer. Just good basketball, just solid basketball players, smart players, very solid. Lamar Odoms. You understand me? And 2 more rings, 3 finals appearances after they made that trade. That's Black Mamba mentality. That's G shit. Shout out to you. God rest your soul. We love you, Cole. But yeah, they were trying to put LeBum Lames in front of Kobe Bryant, who really get to it. He don't gotta run all around. Give him a respectable team and players. Fine. Adrian Bowman in the building. Top of the morning to you, fam. Shout out. So when I see him hold out at the last minute in the All-Star game, and he taking pictures in his street clothes, it made me be like, come on, bro. Like, this is what I mean about you. This is what I've been saying about you your entire career. You just a chump. You just a chump, man. All the way around, bro. Like, and that's what I've been telling my sons. Like, nah, yeah, he can play basketball. He great. He one of the greats. But he's a chump. He's a buster. The way he moves is on some sucker shit. Damn, I said I wasn't cussing this round. But it's tough. It's tough, man. And these kids, they follow behind it. Now the league, NBA, is just a 3-point competition. Every game is a 3-point competition. People just jacking up threes all game long. It's ridiculous. The NBA is getting worse than what the WNBA is. Like, the WNBA is more entertaining. At least they fighting each other. They ain't all friends, and they out there trying to really go at it. They really competing at it. Now I know they can't. A lot of them not that skilled, worth the shit, but they damn sure gonna fight. Y'all have no fight in the NBA. No fight. Y'all just ready to get paid, exchange jerseys with each other, kumbaya. And it's because of this, the leader, the face, that the person they decide to be the face of the league has made this league hard to watch. It's going under. NBA is trash. Even to the All-Star game. We can't even get a good All-Star game. Y'all so watered down and worried about everything except basketball. Oh, I'm gonna be tired. I need rest. Oh, I got a little soreness in my ankle. I'm gonna just sit out so I can be ready for the playoffs. Like, y'all mentalities are weak. It's the weakest I've ever seen. And y'all swear this new age basketball, the way it's played, they better than the players from the 90s. And they are so far, they wouldn't even be able to last in that level of play just because their mentalities is soft. They wouldn't be able to survive with the mentalities that they have in the NBA today, no matter what kind of skill set you got. It's not just about your skills. You got to have high IQ and you got to have a heart of gold. You can't be timid. You can't be. Them dudes really played ball. I mean, they didn't take nights off unless it was a must. Like they had to. This shit is ridiculous. It's destroyed the league. Kawhi Leonard, yeah, he a part of it, but LeBron James is the biggest part of it because he's the face. He's the face of the league. He never grabbed his nuts once during his career and really took over on some real competitive, balls to the wall, Black Mamba mentality, hold it down. Like soon as shit went sour in Miami and Dwayne Wade knee was hurting, he couldn't be the same Dwayne Wade he was a couple years prior. He bounced. Soon as shit, they was getting their ass smacked by the Spurs sweeping their ass. And adversity, soon as adversity, he got hit with adversity, he bounced. Off to back to Cleveland. Why? Because they got the number 1 pick who they can trade, the number 1 pick who was Andrew Wiggins. was the consistent #1 pick. And they had Kevin Love in Minnesota, who was looking to get out, wasn't going to re-sign with Minnesota Timberwolves. And he averaging 25 and 13, 25, 26, and 15. Shout out to Kevin Love, too, who just called out Angel Reese's ass and said he'll take the under, that she going to be a billionaire, all of this type of stuff, all that. He kept it frank about the situation, frank and funny about it, so I liked it. But Kevin Love was a monster. He was one of the top dudes in the league when they was making that trade. 25 and 15? A stretch four who can hit threes and got post game, and he throwing pinpoint pretty passes down the court as well. Oh, yeah. That's what LeBron James seen. He knew, I go sign back with Cleveland. We can trade that #1 pick. Minnesota take it because they had rather take that than lose Kevin Love for nothing. Traded over Kevin Love, 25 and 15, to go along with Kyrie Irving, who had made himself known to be one of the best players in the NBA. At that time, when LeBron went back to Cleveland, yeah, Kyrie Irving made a name for himself in the league as being that dude. And so he said, oh, and then not only that, I can bring in Battier, I can bring in this. Woo, they're going to let me bring in all the players I want to bring in? Yep. They sure did. They said, yeah, bring him in. Bring whoever you want to bring in. Who you want to go get? We'll go get him. We'll go get him. And they went and got him. Right? So, LeBron, bro, you do it moving every time. Then you went over there as soon as things got rocky in Cleveland. And Kyrie said, I'm not going to give you a chance to dip on me. I'm not going to give you the chance. Now things is going, sour. Yeah, they won a ring. But he said, yeah, we won one ring. We got one up out of it. It's a lucky one, but they got one. And Kyrie played his ass off. But people all still said LeBron was the main reason. Even though Kyrie had basically the same damn numbers when it came to scoring the ball, he was hitting all the fourth quarter shit, clutch buckets in that series versus Golden State when they won that ring. But he didn't get the just due and the respect out of how he played because the first 3 games when the Cleveland Cavaliers went down 3-1, out of those first 4 games, LeBron James played like shit. I said I wasn't going to cuss this. It's too late. LeBron James played terrible. Kyrie Irving was balling every game. Every game that they lost, when they was getting smacked, 3-1. Cleveland Cavaliers was down 3-1. And Kyrie Irving didn't have a bad game in none of those losses. Then when Draymond Green got suspended and Andrew Bogut went out, the first game they won is when Andrew Bogut went out, got hurt. And it was just Draymond Green as their big man for real. And then LeBron James, he had a good game in that game, actually, because nobody was at the rim protecting the rim. And then he got suspended and went out the game, right? And so now it ain't nobody to protect the rim for the Golden State Warriors. They center and they power forward who protects the rim for very well out. Now LeBron put up 30-something, 36 game, they out. He went crazy now. But Kyrie was doing that the whole time. And so, to me, boy, I'm telling you, this dude, he's such a lame-o. He's been a lame-o. That's why it's crazy when they even try to put him in the same sentence with Michael Jordan and then try to put him over Kobe as like, he is so not Kobe Bryant. He's so not on Kobe Bryant's level, nor Larry Bird. Y'all put him over Larry. Scary Larry is crazy. See, they got an agenda. They can tell you one thing. They'll try to bring it up, and then everybody just, at least if the people don't put him over Mike, which most people don't, at least we have to say second, because that's all we do is talk about to compare them to as being the two top dogs. Yeah, they don't really discuss nobody else. They just is LeBron over Mike now? Wait, LeBron ain't over a lot of motherfuckers. What are you talking about? How did y'all just take LeBron? No, we've been on Mike is cream of the crop. We know that. This dude, you can't put him next to Mike and just have him skip over all these players because of stats. Come on now. Because a lot of people held a lot of stats. Kareem held the most scoring, the most points in a career. He had more points than Michael Jordan, but never nobody ever said Kareem was the GOAT just because he had the most points scored in NBA history. A lot of people are smart enough to understand the time he played in, and he played for 20-something seasons compared to Mike's 13. Simple math. But when it came to LeBron James, it seemed like simple math went out the door. Yeah, he got all these stats and all this because he playing way longer. He playing way more minutes. He playing way longer than a whole lot of people. Than Mike, for sure. And still barely accomplishing. He still took him 18, 19 years damn near to even pass Mike or some shit like that. Took him a while. Took him way longer to do what Mike did in his short career to get to that level. But again, so it's stat pad in a sense. It's like, no matter how much stats you have, that doesn't mean you better than you the guy. So just because you pass Larry Bird in points and this person and that person, your game and your impact to winning was not on the level of them dudes. Not a Mike, not a Kareem, not a Magic, not a Kobe, not a Bird. It stopped right about there for me, but you got so many dudes ahead of him for real in our reality, especially when it comes to winning a championship, leading a championship team. He don't even cut it, man. So he goes and does that little chump stuff he did, taking up a roster spot, right? Taking up a all-star roster spot by waiting till an hour to say I'm not feeling it, I'm not playing. You knew you wasn't gonna play the whole time. The whole time. You and cool too. You didn't play enough of them, right? Like you just in the league just to be there right now. Like you're not there. It's not about championships no more. So it's like, what is it about with you? It shouldn't even be about money no more. You've reached billionaire status, I believe. So it's like you've accomplished everything a player can accomplish. You got championships. You got scoring titles, do you? Might have one. I'm sure he got 1 and 2 or something in the scoring title. But you got all the assists. You got rebounds. You got all it's like you just in the league just to be in the league just for shits and giggles. Who knows? You holding up roster space on the Lakers. You holding up salary money for the Lakers to be able to do anything. You're not here to win no championships, bro. So we signed you to what, 50-something million just for you to pad your stats further for your career? For an argument? That's what I mean. It's an agenda. And this is why it's all going down to shit. Because everybody's starting to see like this is lame. Y'all trying to push this narrative. And people are starting to wake up to that. Like, this ain't real competition. This is a 3-point contest. Y'all going up and down the court. Y'all drive in the lane, do good moves, and drive in the lane just to kick it out to somebody at the 3 instead of trying to really go up strong and into somebody or draw another defender that's protecting the rim and drop the ball off to the center to get his bang on. Because a lot of times, man, I'm telling you, man, it looks so crazy. It looks so crazy. Lakers was trash before LeBron signed. So, what that mean? And we wasn't gonna be, and we actually wasn't trash. We had a young team that was on a come up. Shane GT. We had a young team in Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Cal Kuzma, what's the boy? Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson, Zubac. All these dudes were super young too. Zubac, I'm missing somebody too. boy on the New York Knicks, little hound dog, Josh Hart. Is his name Josh Hart? Josh Hart. You understand me? And so you had a lot of pieces that you could have moved around and got the proper pieces, and you already had Paul George and Kawhi Leonard say how they wanted to be a Laker off the top until you signed LeBron James. Then they opted out. Paul George said, no, he was going to be a Laker. And forget Kawhi Leonard. Paul George was ready to be a Laker, and that's why Indiana Pacers traded him to the Thunder. He didn't want to stay at the Thunder. His whole thing was to get to LA. But Lakers signed LeBron in that free agent seat off the top, and he said, "Oh, fuck it, I don't want to play with him. I'd rather go back. I'd rather stay here in OKC and play with Russell Westbrook. I'd rather do that than go play with him in LA, even though I want to be back in LA so bad. Because soon as Kawhi Leonard was a free agent and made the deal with the Clippers, his deal was go get me Paul George. He wanted to be in LA. We just didn't want to be on the Lakers with LeBron James, but we in LA. Kawhi Leonard said he wanted to be in LA the whole time. They all wanted to be Lakers, but neither here nor there. So to say that, Shane GT, everything was looking up for the Lakers. And this was before bum-ass Jeannie Buss took over. Her brother, he was cooking up the right stuff, drafting the right pieces, right? He was drafting the right pieces. So, and I'm not mad he got rid of Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram, but you got rid of everybody. You got rid of all the youngsters. That's crazy. If you get rid of Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, you better get something damn good back out of it. And you got Anthony Davis. Okay, so if you didn't sign LeBron James, I mean, you could have had you a Paul George with Anthony Davis and all these other pieces too. All the Kyle Kuzmas and all these other pieces too. Again, man, you got to hold it down. Paul George got his fame from losing to Cleveland. Him and Kawhi are dust now. Yeah, they dust now, but they wasn't dust then. That's bogus. They wasn't dust then. Them dudes was Kawhi Leonard was coming off a championship from Toronto. Paul George damn near had an MVP candidate over when he was a Clipper. So, you know, they wasn't no dust. He's always been dust. The boy got to the Lakers and they been trash. They didn't do nothing. They was in a play-in, didn't even make the playoffs. Nigga got bounced in the first round. The Lakers didn't do nothing when he got there. And until AD kept getting hurt, all of that was dust. Everything's been dust. We ain't been to a finals. Lakers is about championships, man. And if you're going to have to be a superstar, see, at least with the young team, the young core, even if no Paul George show up, even if they just keep that same young core, let's just say they keep the same young core, since we're doing hypotheticals. Just let's say we keep the same young core. He wasn't a fan. We don't look. Are you a real Laker fan or are you a LeBron fan? Because Laker fans, we don't even consider that a champion. The bubble ring, that's a bubble ring. That came out the bubble gum machine. That was some tournament style type shit. That man, if you don't knock it off. Again, that's the only time I even forgot about. Totally forgot about that. And a lot of Laker fans, real Laker fans. See, we don't count that. We win too many real chips. Ever since the shit been real, in a real setting, ain't scratched it. Ain't scratched it. Ain't scratched it. So, you know, all that. And again, if you keep the same young core, at least you say that's the young core. When you get a superstar to put on a purple and gold, you get two superstars, we expect chips. Period. We got a young core. We can say, okay, they young. When they get it together, they grow together, so on and so forth. You don't know what they would have been if they grew together. You don't know what they would have been. So you can say all of what you want to say because you see how certain things line up now. No, that young core looked good together. They actually looked good together. And if you had the right coach, what's his name? Who was coaching? Luke Walton. He wasn't the coach for that young core. So you seen them kind of being up. If you go and get them the proper coach, that young core, keeping them together, shit, you not knowing. You're not knowing what that young core would have came out to be. You understand me? And like I said, you probably don't keep all of them. You probably trade one or two, and you still might sign somebody different, even if it ain't Paul George or Kawhi Leonard. That young core would have brought some other top-notch free agencies to say, man, I want to play with that Lonzo Ball. He a pure point guard. I like that Brandon Ingram kid. I like Julius Randle. I like Zubac at the center. Yeah, Zoo. So you mean to tell me now? Hang on. You must don't understand. You're not a real Laker fan. You're a LeBron fan. So you will say what you say. We real Laker fans. I'm a real Laker, but I'm at a. We separated right now while this bum is on my team. Shout out to Big Daniel Podcast in the building, little bro. Once LeBron traded the baby Lakers, I was turned officially done. Me too. I stopped being a Laker. Once they signed LeBron, I was done. That was our team. We drafted that team. They all had talent and got rid of them for a bubble championship and injury-prone center. Trash. Zubac, Randall, Kuzma, Ingram, Hart, Ball. We had a squad that fans could. Yes, that's what I mean. Shane is on some LeBron. He's on a LeBum LBJ QT5 community type tip with LeBron James. He love him some LeBron. That's what this is. He not looking at none of that. With all that you just said. Look at him. Zubac is a damn good, respectable center in the league. Julius Randle, damn good, respectable. Kuzma, Ingram could have played your 2, and Kuzma could have played your 3. Imagine that. With Lonzo at your 1. Look how big that team is. Zubac, 7'1". Julius Randle, 6'8", 6'9". Kuzma, 6'9". Brandon Ingram, 6'9". Lonzo Ball, 6'6". That could have been your starting lineup. With Josh Hart coming off the bench. Are you kidding me? And that's the young core. And they would have grew together. Oh my goodness. With the right coach? Yeah. Yeah. They killed us. They killed us off with that. And LeBum Lames, that's all he does. Soon as things got rough in Cleveland and Kyrie jumped ship on him because he said, I'm not going to let you do me like how you've been doing. You did Cleveland the first time, and then you did Miami, and now things going sour. We ain't won some championships. Yeah, I'm sure you about to jump ship, but you know what? I'll beat you to it. Deuces. Then LeBron said, oh, well, guess we're done. Because Kevin Love went down, and it was only LeBron and Kyrie Irving. So he already knew. Same thing that happened in once Dwayne Wade went down. And think about this too. Ever since he been leaving and trying to chase chips, ever since he left trying to chase chips from Cleveland the first time, look what's been happening. He went to Miami pumping his chest out. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8. Nigga won 2. He was leaking 8. He lost his damn mind, right? He thought, oh yeah. And then what happened? God don't like ugly, man. Dwayne Wade, he get hurt. Chris Bosh, blood clots. Oh yeah. You didn't think about injuries, did you, boy? You didn't think about how sugar can turn to shit real quick, huh? Did you, boy? Oh, let me go back to Cleveland. Okay. Kyrie Irving, hurt. Kevin Love, hurt. Hey, you can keep running around. Yeah. Oh, you finally get one. The NBA helped you out get one? Oh, okay. Now them boys is hurt. Now Kevin Love ain't not the same Kevin Love no more. Kyrie Irving said deuces. All right, I got to go. I got to leave again. Oh, I'm going to go to LA because it just makes sense business, and it's the Lakers, and I've always wanted the world of purple and gold and that bullshit. Okay. Oh, we're going to trade the whole young core. Let's bring in AD. Injury prone. He's been hurt every year of his career, but for some reason, LeBron and them think this is going to work. The only way it worked, the only time it worked out is when They shut the league down for COVID. Everybody think no season, no everybody like, oh, well, season over. Guess we'll see y'all next year. Oh no, you guys can play over in the bubble and in Orlando. And I told people in real time, I said, who knows about that the NBA is coming back, because that was are they coming back to play? Are they not? Probably not. A lot of teams and players was like, nah, we cool. We don't want to come back. We don't want to play this season like that. We don't want to do that bullshit. A lot of people wasn't for the bubble, right? People was getting fat on COVID. They was off getting fat. You couldn't do no workouts. I mean, you can do workouts in your home, but I'm saying you couldn't go out and get to the gym and do workouts and do this and do that. No, everything shut down. So unless you got a gym at your house, which a lot of them do, but again, you under the mindset, you relaxing. You relaxing, you enjoying now the fruits of your labor, literally. This is getting fat. Enjoying more than just fruits. Okay? So then you get a call, and again, everybody get called. No, we gonna do it. We about to do the season. Again, it was a lot of pushback. What I know is they let LeBron know we're coming back soon as they shut it down. So you let your Lakers know, stay ready, stay moving, we're coming back. And because the Lakers was all for it, and they all looked like they was ready, they was all stayed in shape. Yeah, I bet, because they golden child, the face of their league, they let him be aware that, yeah, we're going to continue the season, so make sure y'all stay in tip-top shape and be ready to go. Stay in the mentality, because it's a mindset. You got to have a mindset. And I think the rest of the league, they was off the mindset of playing basketball. The Lakers, I believe they was on the mindset the whole time that they was coming back to play basketball. And so they won that thing. They won that little dumbass, however I don't know. That shit was weird. But we don't count that. Real Laker fans, I didn't even think about that until I forgot about it, because it's been all bad ever since. It's been playing after playing, except for just that. Let's say you want to count it. Except for just that. Every year they've been a play-in team. Or not making the playoffs. It's been a year he didn't even make the playoffs with the Lakers. That's insane. Every year they struggling to become a top 10 team in the West. And you got LeBron James and Anthony Davis. How is that? Trash. That's all it is. It's trash. They made it to the Western Conference. That surprising run that they had, beating up on the Golden State Warriors, who washed. Who else they beat? That neither here nor there. But I'm just saying, man, the dude is full of it, and he's not a good example for children at all. He's not a good example, and I'm again, that's why I tell mine at every turn. He's a buster. He's a sucker, but he not the type. No, he don't got it. He don't got it. Don't believe that hype. I tell my kids that all the time, even when I'm coaching. And I clown them when they LeBron fans. Anybody I ask them, who are everybody's favorite players? And our first practice, who are your favorite players? I want to know what type of mind, what type of game you looking at. What you favoring? Who your favorite player and why? Everybody on the team has to answer that. And if you don't have one, say you don't have one, and you don't, okay. But and why? Why you don't have one? That's another. You got to have everything and why? Explain yourself. So don't just pick somebody and you don't really know their game, because I'm expose all of that too. We keep it frank every time, even with the kids, because it's very important for them to know you got to be a dog. You got to be a dog, man. You can't be no buster. And the super stands say he needs more help. No, the L, he doesn't. If he is who y'all say he is, Jokic would swap places with LeBron in an instance to play with Luka or AD, regardless of the other pieces. No doubt. No doubt, man. Shout out to Ben Daniel Podcast, man. Make sure y'all go tap in if you haven't. I'm sure y'all have. But He's a bad example. LaMelo is my guy too. Now we getting on to even playing field. Now I'm with you with that, Shane. And I'm gonna get a LaMelo Ball video out today. He been cooking and whatnot. He been getting injured. And Charlotte Hornets is crazy. That's a whole nother situation. But I want to talk about now. Let's get into Caitlin Clark's greatness. Hit the like button. Let's get into Caitlin Clark's greatness, shall we? Opposite of what LeBron James is, man. And let me take my time with this one, because what she has displayed in just this short period of time of us knowing her for these last few years, I mean, it's almost flawless, except for that one white privilege speech. Other than that, flawless. And that's tough. It's tough to be in that spotlight, to have so many against you and so many with you, to be young and be in that spotlight and have so many with you and so many against you. And this is where I'm going to separate. And to be a girl, because men and women, we different. No matter how you old, there's a difference. If you don't know that, there's a difference. Men shouldn't be like women. Women shouldn't be like men. We're different. Right? And so for her to be a woman, a female, and be able to deal and handle all of this shit, it really shows and what a strong woman looks like at her early age. You're talking about a strong woman, especially with us black people, a strong black woman. My mama was a strong black woman, single mama, right? We be proud of that, and there's no doubt. My mama was, strong black woman, single mama, right? And we glorify that, and we respect that. Caitlin Clark is a strong lily white woman. She got, you see how Asia Wilson in her interview says she trying to keep a smile. She faking a smile for her team because she can't be down and yada, 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 right? You heard that who the face of the WNBA is. They trying to make the face. She said how she be breaking down and it's so hard for her to deal with, and she cries and all of this and all of that. You think Caitlin Clark crying? You think Caitlin Clark crying? She talking about the stuff I got to deal with. Again, we all big up Caitlin Clark, but we know how much hate Caitlin Clark got to deal with. It's a lot of hate for Caitlin Clark, and she deal with it. You don't hear her coming out and saying, I'm facing racism and sexism and transism and thisism and thatism, exorcism. You don't hear her say, but she facing all of it. She facing it 10 times more than all of the other players. She is her. So you either hate her, and she got a lot of haters, even though she got a lot of people who love her. But she seems to know how to hang on the positives. Yeah, I got both. Okay, I got haters. I'm going to ignore the haters. And I'm going to love up on the positive. The girl carries herself because she wild. She's a wild child. She not no saint. She don't go to church, kumbaya, my love. No. She just knows how to carry herself. She like to clown. She like to do all kind of shit as far as she like to drink a little beer. I heard she don't mind. Not, and I say she no alcoholic, but it's coffee. She's just down to earth. She don't seem stuck up. She don't act too professional. She don't act like she too politically correct on nothing. Her speeches never sound scripted. Like even when she received her, her jersey retirement for Iowa, she didn't go out there with no paper, reading from a paper. She went out there and just, sup, guys? Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you. What's good? Yeah, it's me. It's CC. All love here. You know what it is. Yeah, Jersey retired, baby. Yeah, love it. You see it, USC, Juju. What's good? We just whipped your ass. But she, no, she did. She could have. But again, she shows no ill will towards none of them. No negative shit comes out of Caitlin Clark's mouth. See, there she come through with the little, with the Letterman Nike jacket on, with the Indiana Fever and the Iowa Hawkeyes on the back of it. Open it up, it got all her records in there. She's stunting on them in a low key fashion. She's stunting on you tough. You don't even know it. She can. That's how she move. That's the most professional. Like when Kendrick Lamar won him 5 Grammys at the Grammy Awards, and he didn't even mention for the Not Like Us, a song dissing the biggest artist on the planet. He won 5 Grammys off of that, and he didn't even mention nothing ill will about Drake during none of them speeches. But yet he had a subtle shot by wearing a Canadian tuxedo. He wore a Canadian tuxedo while receiving the awards for killing a Canadian. Caitlin Clark received her jersey retirement wearing a nice Nike coat, nice crazy Nike coat, and all inside of it, it got Iowa and Indiana. She's showing I'm representing the I Midwest on mine. Yeah. Are we serious about it? And then when you open this up, oh yeah, check out all of it. Yeah, that's me. Killer, real killer. Open my jacket up, you'll see a real killer. That's me. All them records, yeah, smacking y'all. See, she understands. She don't gotta say nothing. Just move right. I don't gotta tell you I'm the best. Open my jacket up, homie. Take a look. Yeah, we out here jersey retirement for me. My night, USC. They put Juju Watkins. They put you against me. Listen, I don't even got to play against you. I can send my little homies to handle my light work. Just me being here inspired the whole get down and smacked on you. Okay, you was on a 15-game winning streak. My greatness is so great. I don't even have to suit up to whoop ass. Fucking CC. This is what I mean. She's a different breed, and we need to start respecting it even more. I can't, because me, listen, I understand what it takes to be great. I understand. And again, because I strive for perfection. I'm a perfectionist. When I do music, when I do whatever I'm doing, I'm a perfectionist. And so for her be on the level she at, and the way she carries it, whole nother level. I don't know if I would have been able to be as professional as Caitlin Clark, who's 22 years old. I'm 43. I'm just being frank about the situation. I'd have said something to a lot of them. I would have said something. I would have got into it with a lot of them. I would have been very frank about the situation. You understand me? But we can learn from Caitlin Clark. It's crazy. I've learned so much that you don't always got to do that. Sometimes you can just, hey, there's certain different ways to go about doing it. Tom Brady too. Michael Jordan too. See, Tom Brady, he's so similar though. He would never say nothing ill will, and all his teammates love him. That's the difference between Michael Jordan and Kobe and them. All their teammates didn't love him. Which that's not a problem. That's no slight or nothing like that. But it's very hard to play for so long, right, in the league, professional league, and you got so many different teammates all through. Even if you Kobe played 20 seasons, you know how many different teammates Kobe had during them 20 seasons, even though he played for one franchise? Same thing with Tom Brady. You know how many different teammates Tom Brady had in football? It's like 93 people to a roster. So for Tom Brady to have so many different teammates, and you can't find one teammate of his that will say anything ill will about Tom Brady. Everybody, but every teammate of his that you've heard speak about him, Nothing but positive. Nothing but positive. It's almost crazy. It's almost like, really? Like nobody, like everybody's love Tom. Like everybody just fuck with Tom. Even people who came from other teams that hated Tom Brady and the New England Patriots before, like James Harrison, who was on the Steelers, who used to lose to Tom Brady all the time in AFC Championship game, on the Steelers, went over to the Patriots. He said, let me see what all this hype is. I don't know Tom, you know what I mean? Every time we play against Tom, I want to kill Tom. Now I'm on his team. So, but it was standoffish. And yet Tom Brady, next thing you know, he see what everybody was talking about. That ain't no hype. He the real deal. He the real deal, and he down to earth. He the real deal, and he down to earth. He ain't no cocky motherfucker. He know everybody's name. He know the janitor's name. He know the cafeteria lady's name. He speak to everybody just like they on his level. That's what everybody say about Tom Brady. He treated everybody, no matter if you're the janitor, no matter if you're the cafeteria lady, he treated everybody like they somebody. That's what Caitlin Clark is. So far, you can't get a person to say, none of her teammates to say anything ill will about her. Greatness, leadership. She didn't have to go nowhere. She didn't have to go nowhere to get people to want to come play with her, like a LeBron James. I gotta go over here. I gotta go over here. Let me go chase over here. Nobody don't want to go where you at. You was in Miami. So when Dwayne Wade contract, or let's just say Chris Bosh, his contract ended right around when yours ended, that could have signed somebody else. You could have let Chris Bosh go and got you Kevin Love. Instead of going to Cleveland, Kevin Love, he could have waited the next year, but nope, you ready to just bounce. You ready to bounce. Okay, Kyrie leave. You still had Kevin Love. Kevin Love ended up I think he still damn near played for Cleveland. If he didn't, he did last year. He played for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He been playing with Cleveland the whole time since he got traded over there. Imagine that. He stayed put. Cleveland got squad now. You could have been over there. You could have been in your hometown, bro. Cleveland, I think, got the best record in the NBA right now. Actually, you see how things come full circle. Everywhere you go, people getting hurt, so on and so forth, traded. It's something to that. But Caitlin Clark, she don't got to go nowhere. She ain't got to go nowhere. She stayed put right at home. Dwana Bonner said, I'm coming, girl. I'm coming to join you. The way you play and the personality you got, the professionalism you got, I'm coming to join you. I'm coming to see about you. Yeah, I'll be over there. Yeah, I know they think we got a beef. No, that's just competitive nature. Ain't no beef. Natasha Howard, she said, I seen them passes you was throwing to Timmy. I want some of that. I want them passes. Going over there. Imagine that. Sophie Cunningham, she been on the Caitlin Clark train. She was trying to get her All-Star game. Come to Phoenix. What's good? Like, Caitlin like, nah, fever. I got the fever, baby. We'll come get you, though, because you're a gym, too. See, Sophie Cunningham called Caitlin Clark a gym. Lovely. Caitlin said, you know what? You are, too. I make sure to don't trip. You try to get me over there, I'm going to get you over here. I'm going to pull a string. So, Caitlin don't got to go nowhere. And look, as much as, think about this, too. Caitlin Clark pulled that string to get Sophie Cunningham come through. Sophie Cunningham all for it. She has a real life out in Phoenix. Phoenix is a beautiful place, too. That ain't no Cleveland. She ain't trying to get out of somewhere ugly, shady. Phoenix is a very nice place. Very, very nice place. And she had a lot of things going for her in Phoenix. The fan base love her in Phoenix. So to leave that, to be able to say, I'll sign off on that, yeah, and she all for it, all smiles. Come on, man. Come on now. That says a lot about who Caitlin Clark is as a leader, as a face of something. On mean flip side, you got Asia over in Las Vegas. Very nice place too, right? And everything is nice in Las Vegas. They stadium or not stadium, but they where they play at. You understand? They facilities, and it's Las Vegas. You right down the street from LA. That's 30-minute flight. You in the air, you down. You in LA. So, I mean, you got Las Vegas Aces and Aisha Wilson, and everybody said, I'm out of here. I don't even want to be in Las Vegas no more. Were they giving players, the owners is giving players an extra $100,000 sponsor just for being in Las Vegas Aces. Here you go, $100,000. We don't even know if we can do that or not, but they say, well, I don't. So here you go, 100,000. Everybody on the team, and they leaving that. That speaks volumes to who Asia Wilson's character is. Everybody going to Indiana Fever speaks volumes of Caitlin Clark's greatness. See the opposite? It's the opposite. That's what we got to understand. That and start respecting it more. It's not easy to you. It's first of all, I don't care about everybody liking me. I don't think Caitlin Clark cares about everybody liking her. But just the fact that everybody like her, everybody that come across her in her life, I ain't heard nobody say no ill will shit about her yet. And that's tough. Being as great as she is, as accomplished as she is, as much as she's on for women sports in general, let alone basketball, but for women's sports in general, she's uplifted women's sports, the entire women's sports, because it's a girl who's the biggest athlete in the world. The biggest athlete in the world, men or women, is a girl. So what does that do for all the other? Yeah, that uplifts all the other women's sports. You don't believe me? Look what she did at the PGA Tour for golf. Tiger is long gone. People stop watching golf. She showed up at a golf event, and everybody, over 1 million something views, everybody watching. No matter what, it's going down. You heard Jordan Child say, yeah, women's sports, what WNBA did, they boosted women's sports. Yes, Caitlin Clark. Shout out to Caitlin Clark. And she's so humble about all of that. Like, she knows all of this shit too, because the numbers don't lie. It's not nothing new to her, me, you, right? It's just the delusional people are the people that just want to hate and just want to be stupid. But it's not nothing new, right? It's like, oh, yeah, the numbers is there. You see what the attendance look like when Caitlin Clark comes to town. You see what it looks like when she's not around. It's very scarce. It's simple. It's easy as 1, 2, 3s and ABCs to see what's going on. You see the viewership numbers on TV on how many watching Caitlin Clark games, and you see the viewership numbers when she's not playing. It's very scarce. It's not hard to know these things. It's there for you. If you want to go check it out, you can Google it. It's there for you. It's night and day difference. I mean, night and day. It's not even close. It's not even close. The attendance, whether home or away, the amount of people that show up to the arenas. Again, you didn't have one player last year. Not an Asia Wilson, not a Breanna Stewart, not a Nefesi Collier, not a Deonna Taurasi, not a Bob Griner, not a not an Angel Reese. No player had to move their game from where it was originally scheduled to be played and had to move it to the real NBA arena. Not one player except for Caitlin Clark. And they try to act like she not the See, again, like, that's more evidence. That right there is short and sweet evidence right there. Yeah, okay, well, how many times did we have to move a game to the NBA arena for Caitlin Clark? About 10 different times, Judge. Okay, and how many times did we have to move an arena to the NBA arena for any other WNBA players? That'd be 0, boss. Oh, and what are we doing here? What is this conversation about? You said 10 times move the arena? About 10? About 10 times move the arena? Move the game for one player and 0 for the entire league for no player, no other player. 0. Nobody else had to move venues because of the spike of the attendance. No, you couldn't even hold the amount of people that bought tickets in the where you originally scheduled it at. Because y'all so used to nobody buying tickets and nobody showing up. Y'all play in high school gyms. So when Caitlin Clark comes, yeah, y'all on charter flights because of this girl, man. And then for y'all to, again, this girl that brought charter flights to the league. A league, they was on Greyhound buses and catching Spirit. They was catching Spirit flights. They was doing economy flights. A professional basketball team was taking economy flights. And nobody ever rampacked them. Listen, nobody ever did too much while they was waiting on their flights, and sometimes had delayed flights and all kinds of shit, right? That happens in life. I've had delayed flights. If you fly enough, you know you've had delayed flights. Nobody ever run up to them. Oh my gosh, Asia Wilson, please sign my autograph. We love. And I'm not saying nobody at all. I'm saying no mob. No mob. There's never no mobs in the airports mobbing the WNBA teams like a Diana Taurasi and Asia Wilson and Breanna Stewart. They tall asses is walking around the airport and nobody even notices. For the most part, okay? Yes, you have certain people here and there, sprinkles, that might sprinkle them with a little, I know who you are. So they probably used to get, just imagine this. Before last year, a few years ago, they was walking through airports with a bunch of people all through the airports and never got mobbed. Never. It never was a situation that was reported that said, oh, the LA Sparks and Candace Parker or the New York Liberty and Breanna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu, they got mob sacked in the airport. They got mob sacked in the airport. Come on now. That told them a lot. If they had 1 or 2 people show up in a filled up airport, say, hey, I know who you are. Hey, that's Mama. Mama, look, that's Asia Wilson. Or that's Diana Taurasi. Even though Diana Taurasi, a lot of people knew who she was. She might have got it popping. Now, I'm getting to a point to just think about that. Y'all was taking airports for years, taking economy. Y'all was taking economy flights for history of the WNBA, 27 years. No reports of nobody ever mobbing y'all to or doing too much, crazy fans, no video of nothing, people knowing who y'all are. 27 years of this. This is evidence. Caitlin Clark can't go to no damn airport. If you put, that's what they knew. This is smart. This is simple. She can't be in the airport like that. We probably wouldn't make the flights. She would get ransacked. She would get people would be going crazy. She wouldn't be able to step 2 feet in the airport without Caitlin Clark. And everybody, Caitlin, CC, sign my autograph. Can you imagine CC 22? And I'm talking about before even last year started, before the WNBA season. She was already like that to where she wouldn't have been able to go. I think they tried it one time and she got ransacked. They tried it one time during preseason. And they said, okay, no, yeah, we can't do that no more. We can't do that no more. And since we got to give her charter flight, we got to give everybody charter flights. But we damn sure can't do that no more. She can't go through the airports. Preseason. And just imagine if they didn't do that and they said, and let the season continue on and she keep breaking all these records and doing all of this and she getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And you see Caitlin Clark in the airport. You go nuts. Not myself. I don't do it, but people, it'd be crazy. You could do it. So knowing that, everybody get charter flights. That's why I say in my song, CC22 song. What I say? Yeah, y'all on charters, she on spaceships, she flying spaceships. Like, okay, it don't matter. She get y'all the charters, but I'm the reason I got you the charters. So I'm still here. I'm still over the top. And yeah, they tried it once, Stinky Pink. Yeah, they tried it once and they seen that we not gonna be able to. Yeah, that we can't do that. We can't do that. That's dangerous. And again, so her knowing all of this, her team knowing all of this, her fans, everybody knows this. They try to deny her, right? And she still just stays solid. She don't tweet shit. She don't look at me. I'm reason like for Angel Reese to come out and say, I just want people to know I'm the reason they're watching women's basketball too. I just want y'all to know that. See the difference? Caitlin Clark would never do such a thing. And again, what's not needed to be said don't need to be said. So if you really are the reason, just because you tell us that doesn't mean it to be true. Like when LeBron James said, yeah, I considered myself the GOAT after we came back from 3-1. Yeah, you would never hear Michael Jordan call himself the GOAT. You will never hear Michael Jordan, who's truly the GOAT, been the GOAT forever, and competitive is all outdoors, and loves to and knows he is the best. You won't hear him tell you, yeah, I'm the best to ever do it. He respects the game too much and so on and so forth. And again, what don't need to be said, don't need to be said. I don't got to tell you that. Go look at the tape, crazy. Got to tell you that. Why do I got to tell you that? I play basketball. The tape is there. Either you asking me because you don't watch none of the games or you don't know no better. I don't know. But I don't have to tell you that. LeBron James, oh, yeah, I consider myself the GOAT. Yeah, that right there just tells you you're not. So far from it. Kobe Bryant ain't never going to tell you, yeah, I'm the best to ever do it. Even though they feel like how they feel. Too much respect for the players before him, after him, the game. Just go watch the tape. What's understood don't need to be explained, Ben. What's understood don't need to be explained. Just go watch the tape. It's there. You can just watch Caitlin Clark. She don't got to tell you I changed the game. The numbers is there. Everything is there. The attendance, the this, the that, everything is there. I don't got to tell you nothing. Jordan, like, I don't got to put my shoe out. Put my shoe out right now. Put a shoe of mine's out right now. Put a shoe of LeBron's out at the same time. I don't got to tell you nothing. Matter of fact, you can put the same shoe out with the same design on it and just change the names on the shoe. And which one gonna sell? You can put the same shoe out with the same exact design and just put Michael Jordan and my logo on it and put LBJQ3 community on the other one and see which one sells more. You can put Asia Wilson's shoe and Caitlin Clark, give them the same damn shoe. Put Caitlin Clark's name on one, put Asia Wilson on the other one. Just in case you can say, well, LeBron's is ugly. Okay, well, listen, then, man. Come on now. Come on now. If CC had LeBron's mentality, she would have sold being tired after. Right. She would have so been tired to finish her college season as a reason for the team's slow start. Instead, she ate it and made the playoffs and never made no excuses. Eric said it took Pope an hour and 15 minutes to mention Angel Reese. We are making progress. Come on now. Stop it. Stop playing. Stop playing with me, Eric. Don't act like everything about Angel Reese over here. Stop playing with me. When it's about Angel Reese, it's about Angel Reese. Hello. When it's about Angel Reese, it's about Angel Reese. We're not going to sugarcoat it. When it ain't about Angel Reese, it ain't about Angel Reese. Angel Reese didn't get mentioned, I don't think, at all yesterday. When we were talking about Asia Wilson and Jordan Childs and Woman Athlete of the Year or Athlete of the Year. I know a lot of, hold on, let me address this too right quick. Because a lot of people said I was messing up yesterday. She didn't win Women's Athlete of the Year. She just won Athlete of the Year. Okay, I think that's not the point. It's beside the point. And cool. Thank you for correcting me. Thank you for correcting my incorrects. I'm smooth with that. No problems. But that's really not the point. The point was they had an award for athletes. Okay, women or men. I think I'll be missing the point. The point was they had an award for athletes. And Jordan Childs and Asia Wilson didn't win. Caitlin Clark did. So let's move on. Now this is an award for Woman of the Year. This is not athletes. You shouldn't have athletes win Woman of the Year award when you already had an Athlete of the Year award. Regardless, woman, men, it don't matter. A woman already won Athlete of the Year award. So the point is that category, athletes, actors, actresses, no. If you're not an activist, a humanitarian, I believe that's what they say, humanitarian, that's what that should be for. A politician, something like that, fighting for rights, laws, yada yada, going hard. Like that award shouldn't be athletes or rappers or actors. Again, to me, that's weird. That's like giving a rapper an Athlete of the Year award. That don't make sense. You're not an athlete. You're not in that category. Now, okay, you might say, well, she's a woman, so yeah, but it's still it's an athlete. You can't just win just because you're a woman, right? I'm just not just giving it to women. Hey, lady, you look good. Hey, you want the Woman of the Year award? You can't just kiss somebody. Hey, you're hot. Yeah, we're doing this Woman of the Year award. We think you fit the criteria. Just because you're a woman and you're hot. No, man. They athletes. They got an Athlete of the Year award. They didn't win it. The hell? This is Woman of the Year again. So time, y'all need to fix that. Woman of the Year award should mean something women did that was significant to the country or the communities or something like that. Not athletes. Unless they, I don't know. But neither here nor there. Whole point of it, let me see. Whole point of it though, ladies and gentlemen, real talk is you have to give Caitlin Clark more than her respect almost, because we are here at a time where, again, all this race baiting, all this activism from sports heads, athletes, all this type of stuff, internet going on. You got YouTubers, podcasters, yada, yada, touching, weighing in on things. And for Caitlin Clark to live in this time where all this race baiting shit going on, with all this, with social media and the hatred within her own league, that people have for her just because she white, and for her to handle it the way she handles it without addressing nobody on no negativity. Anytime you see Caitlin Clark, except for the time, we know about the time. Okay. But anytime you see Caitlin Clark, man, she's smiling, she laughing, she joking. Or well, in the off season, during after losses in the game during season, yeah, she still don't give you attitude. She give you, like, if you ask her something stupid, she will give you a stupid answer. she will give you a buttoned up, undercut, sneaky diss, like, you sound dumb for asking me that, but without doing, like, that's what I'm saying. She just knows how to handle this shit too smoothly to the point where I'm in awe of her, bro. Real talk. Like, just because, again, you don't see this. This is not the norm. No matter how, I don't care how you slice it. And this is what we want to see from our kids who like to look up to these type of people, right? Not only do your kids look up to you, but they look up to outside the house too. Let's be realistic. And if you got, because you can't hide your kids from, shit. You can't hide them from the world. And so what's going on in the world, you would love to have more Caitlin Clark-esque type people who knows how to be themselves, not be fake, be authentic, down to earth, classy, professional, smart, all of that type shit, and a hard worker. A hard worker. That's what Mike displayed. Hard worker, always there, going to show up, show out. You can bet your money on it. You could comfortably spend money on a ticket. So I shout out to Ben. He said he had 2 tickets of a Laker game going against Brooklyn. He had it in the cart, ready to rock. Him and his wifey about to go, but then he got smart and said, wait a minute, this ain't Caitlin Clark. Let me go check the chart and see if this LeBum ass lame fool is going to actually show up and play his part. And lo and behold, he was a fart. He didn't show up, stinking up the place. Silent farts. He letting off. Didn't show up. Caitlin Clark, she's showing up. You got to put her on a stretcher. You got to put her, hello. And again, God is blessing. Listen, again, I see when God is all over somebody. And that's another reason what makes me attached. I'm attached to Caitlin Clark, because I can see the blessings. I see, right? I mean, if you believe in God, I mean, look at how he blessed. I'm blessed and highly favored. It's a reason, it's a purpose behind her. It's a method to this madness. Not just with her skills. That's just to draw you in. It's a method to this madness. And good, because it's exposing so much shit outside of just basketball, outside of women's basketball. It's exposing the delusional of the hatred. It's exposing a lot of people. It's been exposed because Caitlin Clark it has roles. Now, look, I don't know. It just comes to me like that. A lot of shit been exposed because Caitlin Clark has roles, unlike Angel Reese on the Rose. A lot of things been exposed since Caitlin Clark rose. I mean, a lot. I was appalled. I was shocked. My peoples were so much haters. I was shocked to see a lot of black people with such haters. I shouldn't have been shocked because black people hate on black people all the time. It's always look at what you got. It's always what he got. Fuck that nigga, man. Fuck that bitch, man. She thinks she hot. She thinks she cute. She woo woo woo. That's what it always is, son. Black people always in competition with each other. So I should have known better. Shame on me. I should have known better. We always in competition with each other. When we could, don't let another with a different color come in. And she was kind of undercover because people didn't know about Kaden Clark when she was a freshman, sophomore. They didn't hear about Kaden Clark to that junior year, March Madness. So, oh brother, she came in, she sparked it up. We connected, man. Shout out Eric. He said, Pope always giving us super hot fire bars, man. Hey, listen, I appreciate it. I used to be a freestyle fanatic. I'm talking about real freestyles. Boy, I'm telling you, that was one of my things. Freestyling off the top, I could go forever too. I used to like really listen. Let me tell you something. Quick story off the record. When I was in the penitentiary, 18 years old, right? In the penitentiary, California State Penitentiary, Corcoran to be exact. Yeah, go do your research. Google. I was 18 years old, Corcoran. We used to go out there. I had a cat on the yard who could sing and beatbox his ass off, like real professional beatboxer. And he could sing his ass off. So he used to be able to beatbox and make tunes and sounds with riffs and notes that I'm like, this shit was different. It was it, right? Now I freestyle with no sound, no nothing. But when my boy, and he way better than me. Don't. He was nasty. And boy, we be going late night. We used to smoke little joints on the yard. I'm talking about these motherfuckers little joints. probably about 0.3 of a gram. You understand me? 0.3. But we would somehow manage to roll these little joints, and the hit off of and it was gas. Of course, we in Cali, Northern Cali too. Yeah, we got gas. And a hit off of that shit, 2 hit, had you high as a building. Okay? Be high as a building. And so my nigga get the beatboxing. I start freestyling. I got a big crowd. Big crowd around. Late night yard. That's when the freestyles come out. I'll let other people start first. Because when I start, a lot of people didn't ever want to interrupt me and stop. I would take them out the penitentiary. I used to do this on different occasions. Bullshit you not. If we be in a session, my guy be boxing, and he can be box forever. He keep his shit. A couple people start rapping. When it came to me, I got to rapping, everybody just started listening. And I would not fall off until they called night yard over. Yard close, yard close. Get back to your dorms. And then motherfuckers would snap out of it and be like, oh, damn, nigga, I forgot I was in the pen. You know how many times I done told people I took them out the pen with just my bars, with my flow? And it's not to big up me, but that's amazing. It's greatness. I love it. To me, that's greatness. I used to be able to take people's minds way out of the shit and take minds out of there too. I'm talking about all kind of shit. Boy, I was bored. Talking about this intellect, crazy. I used to read so many books and all that too. Prison sounds like a lot of fun. That's what it. Yeah, okay. Well, go ahead. No, I didn't advise nobody to do nothing like that. No, it's a learning lesson. That's what it was. It was a wake-up call. It was a wake-up call from God. Yeah, it was a blessing in disguise. That's what it was. Because had I kept moving the way I was moving, I probably would have stopped moving altogether. I probably wouldn't be here with you today doing what I'm doing. Okay? Life would be ruined. Okay? So yeah, I had to switch up things, man. It made me sit down. It made me think. It made me slow down. It made me move differently. And I got it out the way early instead of later. I ain't been back to the penitentiary. But I did have a what do you call that? Parole violation. Did 6 more months in Chino prison. You know, so when my mom's worked, shout out to mom. She retired now. Yeah, mom's worked in Chino prison, and your boy was it's not funny, man. My life crazy. My life was like a movie, real life shit. I can give y'all stories, boy. I'm telling you. But yeah, I ended up violating parole. I was probably out for 4-5 months off my 2 years. I did 2 years. I was out 4-5 months. Ended up violating parole. Went back in Chino prison. My mom's work. It became a violator's pen for anybody on parole, not probation, parole, felons. So you on parole in Southern California and you violate your parole, you going to Chino prison. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I'm not even supposed. My mom worked there, so they supposed to be shipping me somewhere else because the conflict of interest or whatever the case may be. But Chino's so damn big. Chino prison's so damn big. Mom's worked on the East Yard where the cells at. East Yard is cell living. The West Yard is dormitory living. And again, they got Central Yard, they got North Yard. So mom's worked on the East Yard, which is all cell living. Me, I'm non-dorm compatible. That's what they called it too. Non-dorm living compatible because of all the scraps I got into my first run. My first run, I got into a lot of fights because I was on the 1 yard. And a lot of play shit be going on. A lot of playful motherfuckers want to play around. And when that happens, you got to take somebody's chin off. And so I used to get into a lot of boxing matches on the 1 yard, and my points would go up, and all kind of shit like that. And so when they took me off of the 1 yard and put me on the 3 yard, and then they were cells. The 1 yard is all dorms. It's all dorms and no towers. Nobody in the towers with the rifles to splat you out, right? And so that's 1 yard living. 2 yard, damn near the same thing. 3 yard, 4 yard, that's the niggas with long times. They doing double digits or life. 4 yard, damn near all lifers. Okay, so that's how I roll in the penitentiary. And I went from level 1, skip level 2, straight to level 3 from fighting and shit. So they made me non-dorm compatible. So when I went to Chino, because that's still on your record. So I went to Chino, I was supposed to be going to East Yard because I'm non-dorm compatible. But they knew my mama worked on the East Yard, and instead of sending me way up north to a different parole pen, they just said, just put him on the West Yard. He'd be far away from his mama and all that type shit. But boy, I tell you, so I was on the West Yard dorm. All right, and and when I got in trouble, so on the West Yard, you had 2 different sides. This is a big ass yard, mind you. This ain't the front yard, backyard. This is a motherfucking okay. And one side had a bunch of houses, the Joshua houses and all of that, and another side had all that shit. They would let one side of dorms, which be a bunch of them. I think it was probably 7, 8 dorms on one side, 7, 8 on the other side. One side they'll let out the yard, and the other side be in. So everybody who live on this side and the dorms on that side, we all out playing basketball. Whatever you're doing, whatever you like to do, basketball, workout, whatever you do, I play basketball. So when I get out in the yard, I'm playing basketball, and everybody who play basketball on this side, we hooping. Now I had my guy H Bug. He was good at basketball, but a lot of the other dudes, we was killing them. They was trash. The other side had all my niggas on it, and they was balling. Games was cracking. And so I'm like, I'm going to sneak out when they on the yard. When it's daytime, we got to come back in. They hooping. I'm sneaking out. So I used to sneak out all the time and be on the yard with the real hoopers. That's how much I love to hoop, because I want the real competition. I want the smoke. And they was smoking. And so I'll be on the yard with them hooping. And one day I got caught. I caught up. I trying to creep back in. After the yard was over, I got caught trying to creep back in. And the lady, CO, she say, Pope, Pope finna write you up. Come on to the office. Right? I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, you about to catch an extra 30 days. Right? Extra 30 days. I said, listen, hold on, you can't give me extra 30 days. Why I can't? I said, come on, you know, Officer Adams, you know. She said, yeah, I know Officer Adams. What about her? What you got to say about Officer Adams? Like, she kind of loped up on me. I'm like, listen, I ain't got nothing bad to say. Damn. I said, look at me. I know I had a big ass beard too, right? I said, look at me. I said, look, that's my mama. That's my mama. You see, come on now. You can't give me 30 more days. She wouldn't like that. She said, that's your mama. She looked at me again. I said, yeah. She went to Grand Lake. She worked on the East Yard in the chow hall. Whoop-de-whoop from this time to that time. Yeah, she lived in whoop-de-whoop. Yeah, she dried a whoop-de-whoop. Yeah, and my mama. She's like, I'll be damned. What is you do? I said, I got into some stuff, but you can't give me 30 more days. Come on now. She like, okay, all right, but I'm going to tell your mama you over here violating rules and whoop. I was like, go ahead and tell her. Just don't give me them extra 30. I got up out of that. I got up out of that situation. I went back to my bunk thankful. It was another time, different time, one more time. I was playing dominoes with my partner. We playing for a lot of canteen. We got a lot of canteen on the line, about $100 a canteen on the line. And we playing, and we down to the last of the bit of the game. I think I need like 10 to go. And then here comes the CEO talking about, hey, everybody on their own bunks, lock up status, got to do count. We got to do count. And I'm like, all right, I'm just here trying to hurry up. And got the shit. Bop, yep. Next one. Bop, nigga, yep. Bop, yep. And I'm getting down to that. Hey, Pope, get on your bunk, because we on top bunk. We on a homie bunk. My bunk is down the way. I'm like, all right, bet. I got you. Hold up. Bop. And he said, okay. All right, you think I'm playing. All right, what's the whoop-de-whoop if you trying to write me up? So I domino out. Bop, got my shit. 100, I won it. I'll be back. Got off the bunk. Come on, man. I told him, walk with me, man. Come on, man. You can't do that. You can't write me up. Gee, come on, man. You know who Officer Adams is? You know who Officer Adams is? He did the same shit. Yeah, I know Officer Adams. What about? That's my mama, man. You can't you write me up. I'm gonna get an extra 30 days. That's my mama. You can't do that. What you doing? You can't do that. He like, what? Officer Adams? Your mama? Yeah, man. She drive the whoop-de-whoop, work on the East Yard in the town hall from whoop-de-whoop to whoop-de-whoop, live over in whoop-de-whoop. Yeah, my mama. Yeah. All right, man, get to your bunk, man. I'm gonna tell your mama you act. I swear to goodness, they both say the same shit. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. That's my little prison stories I'm gonna give y'all for that. I swear to goodness. And look, the nigga started bringing me food from the crib. He used to call me in. Pope, come here, shut the door. There you go. Look, on my mama. I ain't say his name, so we good. But he used to tuck me. Here goes some magazines. He used to tuck me. I used to be like, oh, Officer Whoop-de-Whoop, you my G. And the girl, she used to be super smooth with me too. The lady who caught me first, I used to be on the, she used to not trip. I used to go on the other yard still. And now she knew that. My mama had pubs. Shout out to my mama, because yeah, they all respected her. When I told them that was my mama. Oh yeah, yeah, you Gucci. Yeah, I was Gucci. So conflict of interest actually did happen. So thank you, Chino, sending me Chino instead of, because yeah, I was getting real food and all kind of shit brought in from that part. All right. Being a president with your mom working there is wild. Love these stories. Yeah, it is. Well, I never seen her, never seen moms. You know what I mean? Mom, they made sure that she wasn't gonna come over to the West Yard, especially she never had no business on the West Yard. She on the East Yard, where it's cracking at in the chow hall and all that good stuff. So yeah, so that shout out to moms. But again, man, strong woman, Caitlin Clark, strong woman. You feel me? Strong woman, and we need to start respecting her a little bit more. A lot bit more for a lot of y'all, you haters. Y'all need to knock it off. Good people need to love good people. Point blank, period. But yeah, Eric, I got hella 5 stories. Hello. I used to fuck with Jamie Foxx back in the day on like just parties and went at his crib and all kind of shit like that, because my homeboy, that's his uncle. And so I got all kind of crazy stories, man. I got stories for the forever. But we're not here for that. Y'all not here for my stories. You know what I mean? I do story time sometime from time to time, and we'll rock out like that. But yeah, boy. Hit the like button, man. I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. I tried this out on YouTube. I think this will be my last time on YouTube doing this. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird actually. But yeah, we'll be back on StreamYard. I'm about to drop some videos, man. LeVar Ball, man, shout out to you. I had a little situation with LeVar Ball. Well, I ain't had no situation. He just called me out one time because he didn't like how I was getting on Lonzo Ball. And so he called me out, called me dope to Pope, and I don't like you. He told me he don't like me, all this type of stuff on some other platform. You know what I mean? He called me out. I'm like, bro, you know, because I had rocked with LeVar Ball. And then I started calling him out and all of this stuff about how he, you know, to me, be exploiting his kids, trying to come up off his kids. I thought he was a real one that was just really trying to set precedent on black ownership or owning your own shit, which is, I understand that. So I was like, okay, you know, but then when I seen it was really more all about hit the brand more than the boys, I started getting on him about it. And I still ain't gonna change that neither. I'm like, you know, you got kids, they rich as ever, bro. You trying to sell hot sauce, you trying to sell tires, jackets. You got a wife at home that needs you more than ever because the boys is out of the situation, and she going through, you know, she had a stroke Lonzo's freshman year at UCLA, and she never fully recovered. I don't even think she's fully recovered till this day. And so I used to be like, bro, you need to go sit down somewhere and be with your wife, man. You stop trying to move all around, all this hustling, doing all this stuff like that. But man, you know, shout out to LeVar, man. He just lost his foot. And then, you know, I ain't a fan of none of that, nothing like that. You know what I mean? But, you know, he's straight, he's smiling. God wills it. God keep him up, and he stands strong about it, which, you know, and that's just tough for the Ball brothers. To have your mama have a stroke some years ago, and then now your pops got his foot amputated because mom still kind of need help walking. Shout out to Tina Ball too. Mom's, I ain't seen her in a while, but ain't no updates of her moving without, you know, moving back normal or regular. I'm sure if she was, you know, and we'll see her more because she was outgoing. That to me, that's even, listen, man, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough, man. That's I wish nothing on nobody, no matter if he didn't like me or whatever the case may be. That's tough though. What Tina went through that's tougher than getting your foot amputated. To be frank with you, that's way tough because you can see everything and hear everything, but no more can you interact with people the way you used to be interact. Like you can't just be like, yeah, man, get that. Hey, bring me that butter. Matter of fact, hey, and then last game, I seen what you was doing last game, son. That's bull. You better play better than that. And babe, can you, like, you can't just do that no more. You can't just get up and be like, all right, I'm out, y'all. All right, we out. You just can't do that no more. Yeah, that's tough. Especially when you're a person who was outgoing, outspoken. And now it's hard for you to get your speech across, your point across, all of that type stuff, man. That's tough. And you get your foot amputated, that's tough too. That's tough. And for you to be able to just, but you can be able to clip something on that, and now you can stand on your own too again and be all good and still talking. Hey, bring me that butter. Hey, you all want some big ball of breakfast this morning? You can still do a lot of them things. So good at that part. But yeah, for both their parents to have had something, I would say tragic. That's a tragedy right there. Losing your foot and having a stroke to where you haven't came back from that yet. I'm pray she do still. She still, hey. But yeah, that's tough. That's tough. So shout out to the Ball family, all the Ball brothers, man. The Ball family, they doing their thing, and that's a good thing. But boy, I think I called something about God don't like ugly, bro, a long time ago with LeVar Ball. I said some shit, bro. Like, if you doing all of this, God don't like ugly. He blessed you too much. Damn, I'm gonna have to we got to be frank about the situation. Oh, God. I said that a long time ago when we was going through this stuff. I'm like, bro, you doing too much. You trying to exploit your kids. God don't like ugly, my G. You're trying to hustle and trying to make a name for yourself instead of just enjoying life and taking care of your wife the way you should be there for your wife. And I'm like, with the way you moving, maybe even that's a wake up call to you and why. And like, listen, man, I don't, and I'm not, and listen, this is real talk. When you've been blessed and highly favored, and you turn around and try to do some ungodly things, and you thinking about self. When God then blessed you with this wife and 3 boys and whoop-de wop whoop and this, that, and the other, and everybody's fit, everybody's great. And you turn around and start doing some weird stuff just to put yourself and I mean, I understand that the family you sounded, but yeah, now LeVar, you started doing too much, man. Because everything happens for a reason. I believe that. I'm a true believer of everything happens for a reason. Okay? And so, yeah, man. I don't know the reasons for sure, but from what I've seen, and I called that shit long enough. All right, nigga. That nigga Deion Sanders and his toes. Yeah. Ain't no time to be funny. It ain't no time to be funny. But him and Deion, they do got a lot of shit in common, don't they? They do, boy. They like to play daddy ball. Yeah. Yeah. God, forgive me, Lord. Am I going to hell for that one? Am I going to hell for that one? But that wasn't right. That wasn't right. Oh, man, phooey. Okay? They're dweebs. They're still dweebs with 1 foot and 1 toe. Okay? So, I mean, you're living. So hopefully you learn. Because I told you a long time ago, go rest your neck, LeVar. Go sit down somewhere. Oh, you sitting your ass down now. Yeah, not to be funny, not to. I know that sounded wrong. It's the truth. I called the shit. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Because he's still living. Man still got it, and he's still smiling and all of that. So we can be funny. Shit. And we can say, yeah, nigga, sit down now. Yeah. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Yeah. No, I don't like you. You ain't gotta like me, sir. Okay? God don't like ugly. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. It's the Pope. Peace and love. I'm out.